All right, you ready?
Judge, we're waiting on the interpreter for the one, and the other ones have attorneys in it.
Okay, so let's help Sean then.
I need an interpreter for everything.
Okay. So,
Right.
Sean.
Sean, you ready? You're up as it is. Hey, man, can you get a hold of someone? It's like birds. It's like being in the beach in
Yes,
here.
Ramona, we're calling about it.
I'm gonna email it too. All right, let's roll, nerds. Tell me, Sean, what you got?
Okay, so Mr. Coates, T-Raz came back. It does recommend him for YMAC.
Wonderful.
Which is great. Of course, my concern is always, of course, that a year county is less time than YMAC to complete the program. He's very interested in keeping his record clean at least.
This is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way. Come on, you didn't watch Mando?
Oh, I did.
And it's May 4th too.
Yeah.
This is the way.
He wants me to push the extension with the GPS monitor.
We did that.
I
We've
told
done
him
all
we're
that.
probably past that point.
You want me to talk to him?
Welcome to.
I mean, it's up to you.
Probably a good idea with him because he's probably just gonna ask and ask and ask. So, yeah, if we could bring him out.
Bring it out, Mr. Coates, please.
This is how he's gonna be shadow today.
You said Kyle? Hi, Kyle. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I just kind of, I was like logged in and now I get it now.
In Saunders yesterday. As himself, the entire, and he has like a role here. What do you call it? Super soakers. I was like, oh yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah.
How about the Rockets last night, huh?
Yeah. I was too locked into the hockey game last night, so I missed most of it. So it was a
You
2 minute
much.
in hockey, 2 minutes left in the game, pulled their goalie, scored a goal, and then scored another one with 1.6 seconds left of game 7. Of course, went to double overtime and Winnipeg won. So the team that had to come back. So I was thrilled as a just fan of the game and not liking either of those teams.
Yeah,
Apparently, that's what they say.
Morning, Mr. Coates. Good morning, sir. Now, we've literally given you opportunity after opportunity. When you're out on bond, you get the opportunity to try to do things right. We give that to you going out there. You ever need resources, we give you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to ask a lawyer whenever you need resources. And then after that, you get on probation. Probation is the ultimate, I guess, opportunity for you to be able to do stuff on your own.
Yes, sir.
We now know if I let you out there and I ask you to do it on your own, it's not going to happen. You've shown that to us. And when you come back and you try to explain it, it's everybody else's fault but yours. And you try to blame it on, I ain't got a ride, I got this person, that person not helping me out. And so now we have to resort to more drastic measures to try to get you on our side. And I think that this is it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
After this, I really don't have much more than just jail. And I'm trying to get you out and I'm trying to get you to understand and learn and be a better person by giving you the tools.
Yes, sir. That's understandable.
That's
but
all, right?
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
like, again, like, I understand how I was saying it, like, last week when I came, it did sound like I was blaming everybody else, yes. It's docketed down, like, I have reasoning to most of those lates. The days that I didn't show, there's reasonings to that, and it's not BS reasonings, you know what I mean? Like, and I understand, like, it's not trusted that if I go home today, I'm not gonna show up. I'm way closer to this side of town now. I'm not all the way out there in Katy. I was all the way out there in A-Leaf. It was further as a bus ride to get out here. And yes, there was nobody to bring me, nothing. Like, I understand, like, it's all on me. I can't blame nobody else but myself, because if I really wanted it done, I should have brought myself down here and got it done. Yes, sir, that's understandable, and I take my accountability for that. But I'm way closer. I have like a lot of good things going for me right now. Like I have a good job, a good paying job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like literally all it takes for me to call in to work. It's a 30, 45-minute bus ride to get here. There's nothing for me to miss. Like nothing. Like I understand there's no chances that wants to be given. All I'm asking is just one. I missed that. It'd be just a year.
And here's the rub. He didn't even show up one time, right? You didn't even show up one time to your probation. That tells me that you just don't give a flip, because not even one time did you show up to probation.
Sir, I was kicked
So-
out, sir. I was kicked out.
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Ooh, it's the pink elephant. There it goes. Mr. Coates. That was your opportunity. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know what's going on with you. So what I do
Don't
is
care.
I have you speak to our clinicians who are best able to tell us how to move forward with this case. They have. And I think that that's the appropriate way.
I haven't even got to speaking to them.
You got what? Is there something else?
I'm just asking for a chance, bro. I messed that chance up. You could sit me down for 25 to life.
That can happen.
Like, bro, like, that's all I'm asking for is just a monitor time. Like, you could slap that monitor time 5 p.m. if you needed to. Like, it's all on me. Like, I could make a call in to work and I could show up. I was all the way out there in Katy. I'm not trying to blame nobody else, because again, yes, it's all on me. It is my fault. I should have made myself known to come down here. Again, I was kicked out due to a lot of reasonings. There was a lot of things going on in my life, sir. Nothing's going on now. I got everything straight. Like, everything is situated. I got a job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like, this is not something I want to do. This sitting in there is not something I want to do. I don't belong in there. I don't belong in there with them people. I'm not one of these people that just mess up and just don't care. I do care.
Okay. We have a program that has been recommended by the TRAS, by the clinicians.
Sir, I'm going to be sitting here for 4 to 6 weeks, adding time before going to there.
I'll do my best to.
I'm gonna expedite it to make sure that you get in there quicker, okay? But you have to understand, Mr. Coates, actions have consequences. This is it. I'm trying to intervene in a manner that you don't graduate to the cases that go upstairs. That's all I want, okay? I brought you out here to let you know what's happening now, to amend the conditions. to
I'd
do
rather
the-
do my jail time, honestly.
Okay.
I don't need that place. I don't need an attitude adjustments. I'm a very respectful person. Y'all just not trying to work with me.
All right. We're gonna expedite. If need be, I'll get on the phone and I'll talk to myself.
I'm gonna sit here for another month.
Well, I'm gonna work on it for you, Mr. Coates.
Thank you, Judge.
I will.
Okay.
John, with Shatoria, get it quicker.
Hey.
Happy Monday. What's new? Yeah.
I'm here on the survival, W-I-N-Z.
Wayne. What's the deal?
The deal is, so we have an AFM in here, picked up, continuous. You revoked and raised, he made bond, it's fine in both cases. He's here. I don't think we ever redid his bond conditions for him to sign. So we just wanted to knock that out today. We are waiting on felony to indict this case, indict the felony, or no bill, honestly, so we can resolve this AFM. Blaze is here to comment on
So
that.
not at D-Day yet, but you're getting there.
I know.
It's not all sort here. It's really because our arms in the continuous. we need to see that indictment. I'm gonna email felony, see if they can just expedite getting to grand jury, so we can just start the case with felon.
Okay. I mean, they have 180 days, but if they wait,
Right, and this case was filed in February. So that's August, so we're
so if you
not,
set this for trial, does it kill it upstairs? You know,
well, it would.
Good expedite it.
It's missing before, like, you know
I
what I mean?
mean,
I'm okay with that.
well, it's up to you. You're at 160 now. I'm gonna give you guys another reset, but at that point, you know,
Would it be 30 day, Your Honor? or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I can waive my guy's appearance, it's okay with me, because it's hard for him to move around.
What do we do with the next?
you need to decide what to do, either set it or,
Yeah, I'll set it as soon as possible.
I think that's.
Okay. And then can we just do same bond conditions as the original? Okay.
do they order no contact with it? Is he here now?
Yes, but he's probably knows. Place.
No contact on the complainant?
Let me see, let me look at what they ordered. Hold on, I've got it here for the felony case. It says no contact with Christian.
No contacts over.
Okay.
So.
It's not. It's not. I hope it's not.
That's the word.
Oh, sorry about
So I'm in the felony court, it says no contact.
So the felon changes. Like we should hear.
Let me just pull up the phone case, make sure that it doesn't, I'm not 1906. I have 3/1/25. There were bond conditions signed. No contact. He signed it,
He's thinking of oh wow, most likely.
yeah, he's probably thinking of the MUP is what he's thinking. Yeah, but just explain to him, he's not allowed to have contact with this person, will mirror the conditions. Since he's here, we'll just have him sign it, or if you want to print out a copy of it, just take it to him, it'll be easier.
Okay.
And then we'll give you the 30 days.
Okay.
What do you want?
Do I get here to the validate?
No,
Wait, please.
okay. Wait,
Was everything?
Okay.
as long as we know that he knows and he's,
We are in contact. So
I believe,
Okay.
you're an officer of the court, I trust you.
Yes, sir.
So,
Go ahead and sign. Council for reset?
hey, Vic, I'm going to the second floor.
This is.
Hi, me, please.
Your Honor, I'm approaching on Mr. Caballero, first name is Edwin.
Okay,
And Your Honor, we just need a little bit more time for him to get the device, he has paid the DA fee,
we gave 2 weeks the last time. What has he done?
he's paid the DA fee, but he has still not been able to get the device. And he's also, I was gonna say, he's also not present in court, he wasn't able to make it today.
I'm revoking his bond. I mean, really, it's 260 days. He's supposed to be here. We've given him over and over and over. So once he gets the interlock, I'll reinstate. But at this point, 5,001, really. Like I told you, once he gets it, let me know. If it approved, we'll reinstate.
Sounds good. Thank you, Aaron. That's all I have. Any excuse?
Yes. Hey, guys. I need to talk to you. I need to give you a cause number. Do you mind? Tell me when you're ready. 253-3031. 31.
Yep. On Lopez.
Yeah. Tell me about the felony case, will you, please? So we have him on a VPO. He just picked up another felony VPO.
Yes, Judge. Judge Dems, yesterday at 4:15 a.m., law enforcement officer was dispatched to Oxford and Cordy was staying in room 110, placed a call in regards to hearing screaming, fighting, what sounded like objects being thrown in the room above hers. Law enforcement officers observed these noises to be coming from room 220. Upon knocking on the door.
You need to be louder.
Sorry, Judge. Upon knocking on the door, the defendant answered, and the law enforcement officers observed him be wearing an ankle monitor. The law enforcement officers observed the complaining witness sitting on the bed, and both the complaining witness and the defendant relayed that only a verbal altercation had taken place. Special advised that the defendant was currently out on bond in Harrison, Fort Bend County, and that the bond conditions in both cases included a no contact order.
Right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have a hearing to hold him at no bond within 3 days.
Yes, Judge.
So you need to get ready. Talk to Blaze about it. So I'm gonna put him on the docket on, the 7th.
Yes, Judge.
And then at that time, we'll apprise that's what we'll do.
Yes. Having a hearing on the 7th, Your Honor?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him on the docket and then we'll rope everybody in.
Yes.
Hey, of course.
I am here on Miguel Sanchez. It's a custody case. Just wanted to approach regarding bail.
So high.
He's on a deferred, and on a felony case.
He back there now?
He is back there. Yeah.
Hey, guys, Deputy, do you mind bringing someone out? Miguel Sanchez. Hi.
Morning,
Morning. Hi, Davina, how are you? Happy Monday. So, yeah, he's the burglary with intent to commit another felony. What's the other felony, you know?
No, I think.
Let's see, 'cause I don't know.
I think the complaint witness in that case is the same
Same
complaint
complaint
witness in this case.
Oh, it's a bird ham.
Judge, it looks like the underlying is assault in every second.
Okay, that's what, so it was burglary with intent to commit the assault.
So he does go to this felony case on 5/9, Judge. And I just want to approach $25,000 is pretty high. He does not have a job at the moment. He lives with his mother in Cleveland, Texas. The complaining witness.
It's almost part of the problem in the felony case.
And it-
Morning, Mr. Sanchez.
Good morning.
How's jail?
That's all right.
no,
I'm glad that you find this funny. It's really not. You know, you're on a deferred for a very serious. Is this a second degree? What is this? It's you're on deferred for a first degree felony where the minimum is 5 years to 99 years or life. You're on deferred for that type of case, and you've now picked up an assault of a family member. You know, I got to tell you that there are some people in your life that are a complete cancer to you. And if you don't cut those people out of your lives, they kill you. You have now been invaded with this type of cancer, and it's going to kill you. If it hasn't already, it's damn near close. Somehow, we have to get the message to you that rules are in place, and you now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do a probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. The reason I have you out now is because I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is that the magistrate put your bond at 25,000, which is typically pretty high for a misdemeanor case. But, you know, everything is about perspective, right? We need to know what happened, your priors, to see how we go forward. Okay, please.
Thank you, Judge. On May 1st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and made contact with the complaining witness who stated that she got into a physical altercation with the defendant, who is her ex-boyfriend. The complainant stated that she locked herself in the room and gave officers permission to enter. Officers then detained the defendant and spoke with the complaining witness, who stated that the defendant and her got into a verbal argument when the defendant pushed her onto the bed and began kicking her legs, causing pain. Officers observed bruises to the complaining witness's legs.
And Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. So he is on deferred for a burglary case where the underlying facts are literally the exact same thing. You know what? I got to tell you, I've never been placed in this position, but I have to think that it really sucks to walk on eggshells. Have where you basically are in constant fear. What's going to happen to me today? Is he going to get upset? Is he going to go off on me today? Is something going to happen? Imagine. No one should have to live like that, Mr. Sanchez. It's just not fair. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of weapons, have a GPS monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. The monitor is going to tell me exactly where you are at all times. I'm going to tell you now that your bond is at 25,000. If I find that you break any of these conditions, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have hairs off your beard falling out. Do you understand?
Ms. Your
You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or use anything in an intoxicating manner. What's your position on the bond reduction?
Judge, this is going to be opposed. This is the, thank you, Judge, because of the fact that the defense currently on deferred, the underlying complaining witness being the same as in this case. This is also the sixth case, Your Honor, although three of those have been dismissed, where the underlying complaining witness is the exact same as this in this case.
Did you want to say something?
Judge, again, he's indigent. He doesn't have money to afford any type of bond. I believe, looking back in the records on the felony case originally, I think that complaining witness, the same complaining witness here, was saying that nothing happened. It was miscommunication. Somebody else called the cops. I don't know if they've contacted her on this particular case. But just as far as that's concerned, I know he is on the deferred, but just to give you a little backstory, my understanding, it was a no threatening her or harassing behavior as part of the condition of the deferred. He was allowed to contact her. I believe, she's saying X, but she invited him over. He was authorized to be there. And so from that standpoint, just giving a little bit of background on everything, I would be asking for a PR bond, $1,000 PR bond on this case. He does live in Cleveland, Texas. He has told me he will stay away from this individual. He's not working at the moment. He doesn't have any means of manner to afford afford any other type of bail, Judge.
Do we know if it was a condition of his bond that he wasn't to have contact with her while he was on probation?
I believe it was just no threatening or harassing, but double checking on that, but.
On that one, Big Judge.
It says here among the other allegations that he's.
Right, the other stuff was, I think it was a whole bunch of fees that he failed to pay to show up to.
Testing positive for meth, didn't do the BIP program, didn't do the GDRP program.
Judge, with this complying witness, it was, no threatening harassment.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't hear you, what'd you say?
With this complying witness, there was no threatening harassment.
Okay. Mr. Sanchez, I'm gonna be straight. You scare me. You know, you scare me. And it scares me that the last thing I want is another death on our streets. And, you know, he's being held at no bond as it is now. So anything that we do would be, you know, I do think that a PR bond is wholly inappropriate. I'm not gonna give him a PR bond. I will give you a bond reduction. I'll reduce it to 10,000. Roxanne, the GPS prior to release. Cut the cancer out, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna kill you at some point. Really, just life is not worth sitting in a 6x9 box for the next 15 years where there's so much fun. I mean, the new Switch is coming out, man. I'm like, I get to play for, you know? But now, really, life's too short, man. Get it, Mr. Sanchez. Okay, all right, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hi, Michael.
I have two on docket today. The first is Miss Taylor.
In jail or on bond?
She's on bond.
Okay. Come up, Miss Taylor.
She was on bond. I guess she's fine.
Yes.
I expect that you will comply with the bond conditions, and when you don't, there are serious consequences. As a condition of your bond, you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. I also don't want you to have contact with the co-defendant, and I don't want you to go back to this nursing home. It's not an answer. The other gentleman that got arrested for the same exact thing.
That's my brother.
Okay, I don't want you to have contact. I mean, do I not have to tell you how you're on bond for 2 serious cases now? And it's just I'm going to protect my city at all costs. I don't care who you are. Just if I find that you're a danger, I'm going to revoke it. I'm going to make it sky high. Do you understand? Yes or no? I'm going to test you within the next couple of weeks don't use. You must stay in contact with the lawyer. If he tells you that he cannot get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new case, likewise, I will revoke this bond and I'm gonna make it high.
That's fine.
For now, we'll have you meet with Roxanne to get your bond conditions and then we'll let you go.
Your Honor, the felony court has, a curfew that allows her to work. She does DoorDash. The curfew upstairs is from midnight to 6 a.m. because she does DoorDash in the evening. Would this court let its bond condition
Curfew is what time?
midnight to 6 a.m.?
She's allowed to drive from midnight to 6 a.m.?
No. She stops driving
So the
11-ish.
curfew is from 6 p.m.
No, from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. is her curfew in the felony court because she drives at night. And she stops around 11-ish.
on her license to see if she has a license. So you're telling me that she can be out from midnight? What hours do you work?
Home by midnight.
Yeah, I have to be in the house by midnight.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, it's a different page that then typically comes up. This says suspended.
I never had a license in Texas. My license is from North Dakota.
They're showing you suspended.
Shouldn't be. I paid all my reinstatement fees already.
Take a look, Blaze, please. Can you help us out? Just to make sure. Especially if she's door dashing.
Yeah, we're seeing driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
Say it again?
It says, driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
The license is suspended, man.
They
You're
should
not
be.
allowed to drive. I'm telling you, they're looking it up and they're telling you it's suspended.
Right.
Much better. It says nothing.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it says suspended. I mean, if
Okay,
there's any.
you're not allowed to drive. If you want to drive, get the license reinstated, and we can take the condition off. If you're,
I've already took care of it, so maybe you just haven't updated, but I took care of the reinstatement already.
just don't drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Your license is suspended. And then before you also drive, you must maintain liability insurance as well. So don't until let us know. I'm making it a bond condition that you're also not allowed to drive. When you get it, or if you get it reinstated, if you get it fixed, come back, let us know. We can take this condition off. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. I'm not asking you to do anything, Pythagorean's theorem or anything. Just follow the law. Don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Really. We're gonna have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you meet with Roxanne for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go.
Your Honor, currently she has 2 different curfews in 2 different courts. Would this court mirror the felony courts?
She's not gonna be working now. She's not gonna be working at night now, and she's got a very serious open felony case. She's not picked up an assault. I'm not gonna let you be out at night.
That's not the only reason why I had the curfew though. I have kids that have after-school
But
programs.
you can't do this stuff. You don't have a license.
Everything doesn't consist of me driving. That's not the only reason why they mirrored that. I share literally everything with my mother. So she helps me get my kids back and forth to school. She helps me get my kids back and forth when it comes to their after-school programs and things like that. She lives on completely the opposite side of town. So every time we try to do everything, I'm never gonna make it in the house by 7 o'clock. That's the whole reason why they extended it.
Okay, look, I'll give you till 10 o'clock at night, okay? Just be home by 10. That's it.
And of course, getting the kids to school in the morning, I think that's why they
Yeah.
did 6
I'm okay.
and 10 to 6,
10 to
Judge.
6.
Thank you, Your
I'm
Honor.
okay with that. Just don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Okay?
I'll get your recent date in a minute. I got one more person.
Okay, thanks.
The other dude?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Juarez.
Roxanne, are you ready for the?
What are you doing with yourself these days? Do you work?
Yes, sir. Apprenticeship right here in Elton Automotive.
Work, put in a lot of time, get as much as you can get going so you can start making money. No more foolishness. You understand? I'm putting a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not drinking. Don't pick up any new cases. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. So you will also get a 10 PM curfew to 6 AM, no alcohol, no dope, and I'm telling you, I'm going to test you like crazy. Does he have a license, state? I don't think he has a license, right? You do. Michael, do you know if he has a license?
Yeah, I know.
If you have a license and if you're driving, I want proof of that you have car insurance first before you start driving. You can't drive unless you have car insurance in your name. You understand?
Your Honor, it is so.
Great. All right. So what we'll do is I'm going to have you sign conditions with, sign a resale with Victoria. We'll have you sign conditions with Roxanne and then you're free to go. Don't pick up a third case, man. Don't. All right, Mr. Judge.
Judge, are we doing, random,
Yeah, randoms, GPS, and a scram, curfew 10 PM to 6 AM.
Okay, yes, sir.
Hey.
Judge.
Wanna go back there?
No, here, just. It's about rich people going on vacation dressed like that. To like the Caribbean, to Thailand, to Hawaii.
That's not a kick in the ding ding. I don't know what is, right?
It's good. It's a good shot. Backhanded.
Hey, give me what, tell me the trial date you want.
Let me.
Okay, for sure. Ready?
I don't think so, Judge. May we please approach?
Did we work it out? We got it?
Yes, kind of, sort of. Okay. They failed to bring her over this morning, so she's not here.
We do it tomorrow.
Yes, except that I'm gonna be in San Marcos tomorrow.
Zoom.
And I think that's gonna be the solution, to either
You can
Zoom.
always Zoom.
But let me share with you, I think, kind of where we are, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
sure, sure.
I may need to approach. You had asked several questions, when I was here before on the Gonzalez matter. Number one, the facility there is not gonna be able to come and pick her up, okay? They
How
won't
do we
pick up
net
there.
her?
So what has happened, if I can approach you, what she has done is they've already confirmed and booked her bus trip that leaves at 8:20. And they paid for these ahead of time to get there, and they also paid for the Uber to get her from the bus station directly to the facility. And this has already been prepaid. Okay, so it's gonna have to probably be modified now, but that's the only way.
And we're supposed to trust her that she's gonna actually do all this. you
Because she
know?
will understand what the consequences are. I would say yes. I mean, if she doesn't, she knows what the consequences will be, you know. I don't think that I would hope that she would not. And I don't think they'd go to this expense to get this stuff in order to make sure that she does comply. But if she doesn't, we'll know soon enough. Yeah. But these may have to be modified. I think part of what was going on is she wanted to certainly show the court the good faith that she was approaching this with.
I get it. My only problem is she gets out and she tries to take a detour to go back home, to go say bye to dad, or she's gotta go say bye to a friend and then.
And I get that. I think that if you'll look at the date, it says that she's gonna leave on Wednesday morning, because we don't know what time she's gonna be getting out of jail. The idea was she's gonna be in court today, And maybe it would be sometimes later this morning, Tuesday morning or something like that, and then be able to
We
leave.
can have precise release instructions so we know exactly what time she gets out.
Do we have that? I mean,
We can do that.
Is that something we can do?
Yeah,
I mean, if that's something we can do, then I guess we'll do that.
we do it all. And so that's how we do it when we release people to go to, the the Ed Emmett place or any other place. We say, okay, she gets released at 2 p.m. on this day. And to this person, here, can we? I know that we can do it. It's possible.
If.
I think this is the facility that she's going to is in Grand Prairie.
It's in Grand Prairie, Texas, that's.
I don't believe anybody from Grand Prairie will come in.
No, they've indicated they cannot, they don't have the capability of doing that. Because if we can't pick her up, this is from Charles Cater, the CHGO, who is the admissions navigator for the American Addiction Center. He says, we can't pick her up from jail and.
What's that document that lawyers have? Who has it? Anna, do you have one of those? Do you have that document, the releasing document that you use? Perhaps you could share one with us,
Absolutely. Give me just.
with Mr. Knowles.
I can.
I'm gonna have them share it with you, and we can say time that we want her released. So we can say, guys, release her at this time, and we can also do a directive so that she's released at like 7 in the morning, so that she can make it to this bus. So do you have an Uber that will take her from here to the jail to this bus stop? How is she gonna make it to the bus? Because this bus stop all the way to Harrisburg, that's far.
The idea, I think, Judge, was that her family was gonna pick her to take her to the bus stop. And then the Uber here, the reservation for the Uber that's been paid for, takes her from there
Mr. Knowles, I,
to the Greenhouse Addiction Center here. Is what this Uber was. So from the bus stop in Dallas or Grand Prairie, wherever the nearest point is there, that she's going, gets her there. That's what this represents.
it's just,
Judge, I understand, I respect the risk that we may be taking, but I think that her understanding the consequences, the repercussions that could occur.
have you spoken to anyone that's gonna pick her up here? Do we know? To any family members that are
I
really?
spoke to her daughter, who I haven't been in contact with, and that's who is intended to be picking her up. Yeah.
So we need to have like a deadline, I guess, check-in date, so to speak, where she must be checked in by, so the bus arrives in Dallas at 1:10. What time is that? So the Uber you have there, Ms. Knowles?
The Uber. This pickup is gonna be the Greyhound bus
Right.
stop on Lamar.
Drop off at 2:20 p.m.
2:20 p.m. it looks like.
Okay, so we need to verify by like 2:45.
Okay.
Wednesday, she's checked in. If she is not checked in by 2:45, Wednesday, a warrant issues. And I'm telling you now, I don't care what excuse that she has. I'm telling you, because there's just so many hiccups with this that could happen, and I'm trusting you that it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna take excuses, right? If she's not checked in by 2:45, warrant issues. Right? Because I have to put some kind of time on it.
She'll show up tomorrow here. She'll sign up on modified conditions.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the modified conditions are gonna have a time specific for her release. Okay. Do we know what we're gonna make that time to be? If she's here.
You tell me, because I'm gonna have you draft the order, because I'll have Anna give you a copy of the order. And then you just draft it in how you want at the time. And then the jail will release her at that time. And then hopefully the family will be there waiting for her to take her right to the bus stop, and she gets right on the bus to go. So you tell me what time. We could do it 7 in the morning because that bus trip is what, 8:20? So theoretically, maybe 7:30. We have her taken out of the jail and the family picks up at 7:30 and then take her to the bus stop.
Greyhound, and then goes, picks it up there on Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Should we put a monitor on her ankle so we know where she is?
I don't think she's gonna have time to go. Because with probation, I don't have like the,
Prior to release, do you think we only think?
I don't think I can do that. I can try.
Just a suggestion, do we have her come with the monitor and then she can change the departure time?
No. You've already got everything ready to go. Just let that be. Because that's already in place, ready to go. Let's not fix it if it's not broken, you know?
What I want to do is make sure, as much as the court does, that there's some mechanism that's going to control her coming and going, of GPS and all those kind of things. I know she's in patient when she gets there, but I want to make sure that we know exactly what's going on with her in terms of the travel from the jail to the facility. And I don't mind, I'm sure they wouldn't mind, okay, let's modify the departure itinerary to allow her to have that attached. I would feel.
I'm willing to forego it just so that she can meet the schedule. I'm not married to it. I want her to be checked in by, late Wednesday and we can verify that she's in there. And then I guess what I'd like is maybe on a weekly basis, we just verify that she's still there, that she hasn't just taken off because.
No, Judge, I'm saying no. And again, all deference to you. I think the order modification should, because the facility will accept orders from the court, just as.
Okay, so, right. Okay, so let's say she
So-
cannot leave. She must complete the entire program. How long is it, do you know?
They have a 90, you asked about that, there's a 90-day commitment minimum, but can be extended. Of course, part of that extension is gonna be based upon.
It needs to be as long as possible, right? As long as possible. I was hoping 180 days, right? Because
It can
that's
be
what,
extended.
yeah.
It can be extended. There is a detailed aftercare program according to Mr. K.
no, right, but I went to inpatient for quite a while.
And I
And
understand.
then the aftercare, because that's.
And
what
then the
the-
aftercare
right?
afterwards, but I'm saying the question that you had the other day was regarding do they offer an aftercare? And he responded, yes, we do offer an aftercare, and it's going to be based upon each individual circumstance that dictates what the aftercare is going to be. Let me go back just a little bit, Judge, because Murphy's Law has a way of following me and a lot of folks. The fact that she doesn't get there till 2:20 and it's 2:45 to check in, that bus is gonna have a flat. The Uber is gonna have an accident.
I don't know what to tell you there, Mr. Knowles, but this is why I'm telling you, I think we should do Santa Maria because this way we know there's no issues. This is ripe with problems. And I'm telling you, if she says it's now Thursday, she's not checked in because dang, if I had a death in the family or I had scoliosis or I had to go to the hospital or.
I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for 3:20 instead of 2:20. Give her an hour, okay? Just, if the time that she is supposed to get there is,
She gets
2:20.
she gets to the facility at 2:20.
For the Uber, then, I mean,
If she knows that she has time, she's gonna go do extra things. And that's what I'll. She knows. She's lucky that this is even happening. Okay?
Judge, and I want.
Really?
I know the whole reason why we're doing it, and I get that. So that's.
Yeah, all right. 2:45 check-in.
Yes.
All right.
Do you want me to necessarily zoom in tomorrow just to get her to modify or change all her, sign off on the conditions?
I need you to, yeah, because I don't want to talk to her without you being present.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna explain to her everything, what we transpired here today, so she knows what the expectations are. If you want, leave me your cell phone and then I can text you
Okay.
the exact moment that when she comes out, we can do it. Or whatever time's best for you, you let me know and then we can set it up for that time.
That's fine, then I'll share, I'll,
If you want to give it to Vic,
I'll give Victoria.
yeah, and then whatever time you want, we could do it at that time.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Mr. Johnson. Hey.
Last week-ish, we put my client Tony Arredondo on a probation. Can I give you a cause number?
Is this the one where you want a,
Occupation.
occupation? What's the cause number?
2533720.
25337.
20.
That's it.
And the reason I'm approaching is we in fairness have a high BAC 2625. I wanted to see.
Does he have an interlock now?
He's on probation, so yeah.
Well, no, he's probably got a portable device now.
Oh, you're right. Excuse me. Yes, he does. He does not have any car. He's not driving.
State, what do you think? Would you be okay with it?
Hey, Judge, I told this house I prefer to the court. Obviously, it's being work.
Is there, because, is there a suspension?
Let me,
I don't know. Ramona, is there a hard suspension?
Let me check, Judge. I should be able to.
In DWI, because this one's, it's within 2 years. I don't, so he wants, so Mr. Johnson wants an application. Come on, look. Oh, no. I don't, the first one was dismissed.
Yeah, first one was this, yeah, ETI.
I don't think
There's not a, what do you call it? I'm not waiting.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, Mr. Johnson. You know, as long as he remains in compliance with his probation, I'm good with it.
Okay, thank you, Judge. We'll get that file.
If you just want to talk with Ramona to get the specifics, I'm okay with it, but he's always had to remain in compliance.
Yeah.
Judge, there's a question.
That's okay. It's an assault. It's a terroristic threat. So do what was there before, and then just let that go on the test. 50 days. Matt. Flores, hey, how are you? What's new? Oh, Flores. Okay.
It's a plan and did not pay his fees or something associated with that. I think the W cases, it's gonna be in court 3, but it's a K case is what Victoria told me. Because
Do you have a cause number?
is it not on the document?
I've got it, Judge.
What is it?
209 7626.
You say 20976?
Yes,
That's a cause number?
that's what I have here, Judge. It's really weird.
That's over.
But the thing is, I wasn't practicing here until 2016, but I was appointed to him in 2023.
You got appointed to a DWI from 2016? I see you as,
Yeah, but no, I wasn't.
that's gotta be a mistake, right?
I think so.
You want to take you off?
Well, that's where.
Cause number?
Yes,
That's gotta be a mistake.
On Flores?
But
I know, but he's somehow attached to the DWI from 2016.
Yeah, he was attached, in 2023.
it could be a bar,
Judge, he was convicted and sentenced to 60 days Harris County Jail in 2016. From what I-
You see he had sweat?
Oh, so in 2016, he was given sweep. And I guess he failed to do the sweep.
okay, yes.
So they remanded him to serve the remainder of the defendant's sentence as to confinement. And then a habeas was issued in 2023.
And I guess he picked up,
He only owes $783. So how long has he been in?
I don't know, I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
So
He's in, well, I don't know if he's in 3, but Victoria told me the case is gonna be transferred to 3.
in court 12, he picked up a failure to ID as a fugitive.
Yes,
And
a
bond set at $1,500.
Judge, the cases are going to court 3. Coordinator's call this morning, it's gonna be figured out, but they're all going to court 3. But the case is frontline doesn't transfer, you either satisfy it or proceedings remanded until trial satisfied.
What do you want?
I mean, in the interest of cleaning this up, could we satisfy him for your situation? He's likely gonna be in custody for,
He's been in custody since, for what, 2 days now, so he's accrued $200 worth. He's not made bond. Let's see, is there an ice hold? Oh, wait.
I don't,
No holds. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Satisfied?
okay,
He still has to make bond on the failure to ID though, so.
yes, so I'm
Are
gonna.
you
go
working in
see-
3 or no?
I don't think it's gonna be assigned to me, but I won't let them know what happened up here.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Anna. Or, hold on a second. Judge Hatton,
Yes, Your Honor.
what's going on, man?
Nothing much. I got, Krista Smith on the docket, Judge.
Page 17.
Still waiting on blood discovery on that one.
I think we're still.
Not discovery, but actually the results.
Hey, what's the deal with the blood? You got it? Smith.
Yes, Judge. Give me 1 sec. Judge, this is hard to say, but I'm looking for the blood results.
Looking for blood.
Because it
Got
was a
lost.
2021 case and I think the evidence was moved over, and so I'm trying to get in contact with the officer they have blood results. I have been unsuccessful thus far.
Why don't we subpoena the officer down to court?
Yes, Judge, I can do that. But
The best way to get something is to haul him in.
Maybe.
Judge Hatton, if they don't have it, I'm going to subpoena the officer to come to court within the next 10 days to have the blood in hand or the results or whatnot.
That works for me, Judge.
If they do not have it, you know what I mean?
I'm good with that.
So we'll set 10-day discovery hearing. But hold on a second. Oh, he's not done yet, but that's where we'll, if they don't have it, that's where we'll be.
It'll be the week of the 19th.
Ms. Gibbs.
So for 15. Is that all he has? Is there anything else?
That's all.
I'm gonna give you a signature.
No dice? Serenity now?
So here's what's going on. It was to be filed 2 years after the fact, 2021.
I mean, does it pass the statute of limitations? I'm
No, Your
glad.
Honor, not because it was filed. So, they waited to run the blood test after she got out of the hospital. They ran the blood test and apparently came back positive for, what was it? I'm saying all this, Your Honor, yes, we went with the officer, and, he can't produce it, was so.
No. Subpoena him
Oh,
now.
we'll subpoena him now.
Subpoena him now. I'm doing a 10-day discovery hearing. He's gotta have it.
So
You gotta have it in hand.
we'll get in
ready to
touch,
go.
but it was part of them charging this case, so he should have it, and if he doesn't, then we have a problem.
Okay, so Judge Hatton, I'm gonna set it for 5:15. It's a 10-day discovery hearing, okay?
I'll be there, Judge. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Have fun.
You as well.
Are you ready, Anna? Hey. Yes, ma'am.
I'm approaching on Mr. Wiggins.
Okay.
He's in custody. I am here today to see if you would consider lowering his bond.
What's going on anyways? Aren't we at the precipice?
We are, Judge, but I'll let the state speak for itself, but he does have the pending felonies, so
Has he posted bond on those felonies?
no, he is not. But I think it's the bond on the misdemeanors that are,
Guys, what do did we set this for trial yet or no?
we have not set the misdemeanors.
And this is the DVD.
Yeah.
It's DVD, Judge,
What's going on upstairs? Have they, I know that they made
They're
a,
special.
there you go, look.
Sorry, where do we leave this?
it looks like there's an offer on the case, Your Honor, upstairs.
So, yes, there is an offer upstairs that should take care of everything. Fortunately, because the misdemeanors and felonies are very intertwined, I'm just not able to.
You're not able to what?
I'm not able to do anything online.
What is the offer?
Upstairs, I think it's 5 TDC.
Do they have a deadline by when to do? I mean,
I'm not
because
sure.
our cases are now at 400 days. I'm not holding it anymore. I'm gonna set them for trial.
Okay.
I can't just sit here and hope and wish and pray the felonies court's gonna do something. And
I understand. I can relay that to felon.
it's just, it's unreasonable to hold someone. It's,
Okay,
let them max out on time anyways,
okay.
if they haven't already.
Judge, can I ask for a 10-day trial setting since he's in custody and been in custody? Or do I need to work that with Ramona?
I don't know. I mean, I get it that they're really intertwined. Let's do this. Talk to felony today. Say that defense has asked for a 10-day trial setting, and I'm ready to, acquiesce because it's now at 400 days. They're asking for a bond reduction because nothing's moving.
I'll relay that.
So let's roll it to tomorrow,
Okay.
see what they say, and then I'm ready to set it. I mean, I can't just.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
If you want to do it for maybe later day this week, just come off docket tomorrow. So
Okay.
they didn't have to come back at 3 a.m,
Okay.
So whatever you want to do.
Okay, I can do that. And I have one more to talk to you about.
Okay.
Ally, he's on bond, ALLY.
Yeah.
He's gone and done his assessment. We're just waiting on the report. I've reached out to the Harris Center just to get confirmation. But,
Read anything?
well, I reached out this morning, and I have not heard back yet.
Okay.
So-
Now let's roll it for later this week. It's
Okay.
124 days. So
Okay. Okay,
if you haven't heard back from them, I'm going to reach out.
okay.
It's Judge, I could also, and I told you, I reached out, all we need is like, did he go in? And
Come on, man. Really?
Yeah, and I-
You've literally been resetting and resetting and just for that damn thing?
well, there was a little more
Yeah,
complications.
Okay, so let's set it for like Thursday and then.
okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Should I be excused?
Yes. Hi, Lauren.
Ms. Gibbs, Ms. Gibbs.
Good morning, Ms. Gibbs. Ma'am, you're charged with failure to identify oneself. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 23 days that you've done. You need to understand that today you're making a lifetime decision. This case is going on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? You also give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So you can never come back and complain and try to change this. Is this what you want to do? Yes, sir. How do you plead to the offense, man? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to it. I'll roll your costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck to you, man. Thank you. Thanks, Lauren.
Ms. Gibbs, you're not, reporting out the first part of collections and the final was forms and not everything today, but. Oh, sorry. She said down at the first page. You'll make a left. It's just before you exit the building. It's right in front of the cafeteria.
Hey, did you file conditions on that one case we did PC on?
I believe it was.
That one, yeah.
I just filed them, Your Honor, I apologize. My computer died.
It's okay. Greg, we need to take care of homeboy. Arzola.
Greg hasn't shown.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you reached out to Greg? Do you know?
I sent the email. He didn't? Okay, just a little, the case number for.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you already have it?
No,
Oh, 2373511.
okay.
He's still up. He's here.
Come up, Mr. Oats. Mr. Oats, you were charged with harassing communication. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Okay.
Do you need a cause number?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, it's 237-3511. Loud, please.
Judge, on August 29th, 2021, an officer was dispatched for a stalking call. The complainant was stated that the defendant and she were previously in a dating relationship, but had been broken up for about a year at the time. The complainant was stated she had to block the defendant's number because he was calling her excessively. On this date, the complainant witness noticed that the defendant's location was close to hers, which freaked her out because the defendant had moved to Oregon. She also stated that the defendant left flowers at her house and had told the defendant about 10 times to leave her alone via text message. The defendant refused to and said that he just wanted to talk to her. The defendant stayed outside playing with his apartment all day and watched her. The defendant took a photo of the apartment and told the complaining witness to come outside. The officer detained the defendant admitted to calling and texting the complaining witness numerous times. The defendant had sent over 80 text messages, which the complaining witness stated exclusively.
So I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, not to have any contact with this person and not to be possessing of weapons. Do you understand? Now, where have you been for the last 4 darn years?
So when I got out of jail, after my posted bail, I went back home to Oregon and I started my life again and I just gave
It doesn't work like that.
And
You go to jail.
and I understand that. See, when I was here, the lady told me, she was like, what are your intentions when you get out after bail? And I was like, I'm leaving. I'm not coming. I'm not going around her. I don't want to
Have an open case and you can't just take off and go to Abu Dhabi because you want to take the hell off. Start a new life. No, it doesn't work like that. Appoint him a lawyer, please. Take a seat for me in the jury box.
Judge, I apologize. There was no weapons, no contact.
On that one over there? So it's no contact with the, it was in Sestata, right? Is that what it was?
I'm sorry?
Sestata?
No, the one we just did.
Oh, yeah, no contact, no weapons, no going where she lives. You know what, don't even, I'm gonna have him, if he leaves here today, he gets a monitor.
Yes, Judge.
I don't know. Won't send that one guy down yet. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, lots of rounds too.
Ready?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
First I was gonna approach on Galindo.
Okay.
This is the kid that you took into custody, he had tested dirty. I was gonna see with a little weekend jail therapy, if you would consider reinstating his bond. I'm hoping the DA is gonna give him a possible pretrial intervention, and obviously I can't get this kid to do anything if he's in custody, so. I'm assuming it's gonna be
You don't have
seven.
anything yet? No good offer? It's 130.
I mean, I turned everything in, but yeah, that's
Submitted some.
I submitted it. It looks like that's where we're going is yes, but he needs to be out on bond to do what they asked him.
So when this case was first filed, I told, let's see how he's doing on bond, let's just kind of, let's see how.
Your mom and dad here or anyone here?
Right. She was here. Not you, sir, behind you.
I'm bringing Mr. Galindo. Is it Galindo?
Galindo.
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 Hi. Good morning. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
My only issue is that we've done this before. We're reinstated as a bond.
I understand, but he's a high school kid. He's gonna be missing school. If they do the pretrial intervention, I can't have him do anything in there. If they're gonna do some sort of decision-making class, a drug safety course, that type of stuff, they're all online. I need him out. He can't do it.
How do we ensure that he doesn't use anymore?
Well, I mean,
Tell me, what is his schedule now, Mom?
He goes to school, he comes home.
Where's he at school in Madison?
He's in high school, right?
He's a.
He's in Katy. Where's it? More. Okay.
I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order him under home confinement, other than school. You know. You know, there are times in life where people are their own worst enemy. That is you. There's no one else to blame. I have already reinstated your bond once, and I told you that I wasn't going to play this game again, and now you're in jail. Your lawyer and your mom are just, they want to get you out. But why? You do whatever the hell you want to do, whenever you're going to do it. You just don't care about bond conditions. So why would we do this?
To be honest, like, I give you my word,
Your word is absolute. Goes from me, goes in one ear, goes in out the other ear. You tell me something, I don't believe it for a second, because that's what you told me the last time. And now you're here telling me the same thing. Why on earth?
my CDO.
Okay, explain that to judge. What do you
Say
want?
that again? What?
I want to study for my CDO so I can do something.
Do you think anyone's gonna hire you with weight in your system? They test every single person when you go drive a 15,000-pound car. You get behind the wheel and you have marijuana in your system and you get into an accident, your life is all but over. You'll never be employed again. No one. Because before they even put you in a car, they're gonna test you like crazy. And if you test positive for marijuana, you think they're gonna let you drive?
No, sir.
I'm not. You're a complete liability.
And judge, that's, part of if they give him the PTI, that's not concrete, you understand? I'm trying to get you what's called a pretrial intervention.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming part of it, and I would encourage part of it to be the drug safety course, learn something out of it, a decision-making course, community service, whatever they may want. And I'm hoping some of the stuff helps him learn from it, educate himself, and so he stops doing this, he can graduate, try to achieve his goals. But I mean, if he's got the criminal conviction, he's sitting in there, it just goes downhill from there. And so I'm trying to get.
Perception is reality. If you look like a people will treat you like a thug. If you speak like a thug, they will treat you like a thug. When your hair is all kind of crazy and you go in half dressed with your pants down to your ankles, do you think you're gonna get anything in this life?
No, sir. Not at all.
Tell me about his schedule now, Mom. What is he doing?
He go to school.
Okay, every day? Okay.
He comes home from school and just sleeps until maybe there's up during the night all night.
What was he doing before we put him in jail? What was he doing? Is he going out with friends? Is he going out on Friday nights, Saturday nights, going out to?
School most of the time. He was up just out.
What do you mean most of the time?
Well, he'll miss school days.
What?
He'll miss school days. And now he's there just for every day. So he doesn't.
They should say first he was, now he's been going
Yeah,
since.
he's been going to school since we came back to the court. The first time he came to court, he's been going to school. So prior to that, he just didn't have no care for wanting to school or anything like that.
Mr. Galindo,
Yes, sir.
this life really, really sucks without money.
Yes, sir.
And I cannot tell you the amount of people that we get in here end up in jail because they quit school at the 10th grade, dropped out because they would just rather go out partying, doing whatever they're gonna do, just thinking that, oh, I'm gonna go get a job and just go work. The more schooling you have in this life, the more money you will make. Ask him how much money he makes. It's a rhetorical question. He probably spent the better part of around 7, 8 years in life just in post-high school. And now homeboy probably makes, I don't know, $250,000, give or take, I'm betting. Because that's what life is about. He's constantly going to Athens, Greece, that's what life is about. Not living paycheck to paycheck, scrummaging just to be able to get freaking groceries. I can't get new tires on my car because I ain't got no money. And then I can't get a job because I ain't got no money because I ain't got no tires. This is the shitty part about life, that you skipping school are gonna end up. I still have friends that I went to high school with that work at fast food restaurants because they never did anything worthwhile in life. And they look at me like, oh, I'm like, it doesn't come easy. If it was hard, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Now, did we have a GPS monitor on his ankle before? Okay. Reluctantly, I'm gonna let you out. But the only thing I want from you is to get up, you go to school, and you go back home. You are not allowed out. I don't want you to go out on a Friday night. I don't want you to go out on a Saturday night. I want you to sit home. And I want verification every week that you have attended school and that you have not skipped one class. The next time you skip, so help me, I'm gonna light you up. Do you understand me? You ever test positive for anything else again, I promise you, I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna let you out again. And I don't give a rat's behind what kind of deal that you have to get him out on, whether he gets dismissed or not. You violate any set conditions, it's over for you. So, GPS prior to release, scram on the other ankle so he's not drinking. School every day. After he gets home from school, 3 o'clock, what time does he get home from school?
I get home at 2:35, sir.
So
I leave school at 2:35 and get home at 2:50.
3 p.m. home, and he stays there. He's not allowed out until the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Okay? That's it. Saturday, Sunday, you stay at home. You're not allowed out.
When do you want the reset wise? Because it's gonna auto generate once you give him the bond, so, right?
I mean, we can set it off. Well, I'd like to set it off on a weekly basis so that we know he's.
Okay, and then I can get with the DA
So
and
we'll
kind of,
do, so what's today? Today's Monday. We'll set it for next Monday.
then I'll get with the state, iron out.
Now, back into school, and I want proof that you're actually enrolled and that you're attending faithfully every single day. You cut a class, I'm gonna cut you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck.
It's a family function, the other, go on the weekends, no. We don't want-
Let Greg know. I want to know what it is, and I want to know that he's with you the whole time. He can't go by himself. He can't deviate this, there, that, no. If he's with you, I'm okay with it, but he's got to stay with you the whole time. Okay. When you act like a child, we treat you like a child, and now I have to constantly put you over my knee and spank you like a little child. If that's what we have to do, that's what we'll do. Next time I spank you, it's gonna hurt like hell. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna talk to you, Rebecca. I don't know if you need to know this, I'm also, on Ms. Bosenberg, the PD's office is gonna take over on that due to the evaluation came back, so. So I think Lori's taken over, just so you know.
Yeah, just let,
She does, she knows, but I didn't know if you needed to notate.
we still need to speak to,
Yeah, I was gonna talk to him real quick first, do you want?
no, go talk, and then when you're done, we'll talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Judge, can you check the waiting room?
Yeah, sorry, I had a bunch of windows open.
That's okay.
Okay. Hey, hi, Ray.
Hi,
What's new?
not much. How about you?
You know, it's Monday,
It
but
is
we're almost
Monday.
done, so that's a good thing.
I got a pretty easy one for you. A motion to withdraw. I've had no contact with the client.
Okay.
Um,
Is it
I'm
in
just-
status now?
It is. It's been in warrant status for a while.
Just have it in the queue.
It should be in your queue.
I'll sign.
Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Sex. Sorry, I had a bunch of windows open. I didn't see it.
You're fine.
Hi,
Hi, good morning, Your Honor.
tell me, who you got?
I have Sheena Moore. I believe I got the email saying that I needed to approach for announcements for tomorrow. So I believe we're on the trial doc.
Shh, you're on for tomorrow, you said?
Yes, Judge, she's a trial case for tomorrow.
Okay. I remember there's something else you were thinking about doing.
Yeah, so we had submitted information, a PTI application last week to the division chief for PTI, and I believe that they said they would provide an answer hopefully by this afternoon. But I told my client, if we don't have an answer, we have to just proceed tomorrow.
Hold on a second, I can't hear anything. It's just so loud in
I'm
here.
sorry.
It's okay, it's not you. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No problem. So we were waiting to hear back from the division chief in regards to if they were going to accept her into the PTI program or not. I did inform her that if we don't have an answer by trial, I informed my client, we don't have an answer by trial, that we do have to proceed either way, but that's just what we're waiting on right now. So they said hopefully by this afternoon, we'll have an answer.
Have you gotten an answer?
Well, I haven't got an answer yet, Judge. I know she was looking at it this morning. State's ready for trial though, regardless.
Okay, I don't know, let's hold it to tomorrow and let's see,
Okay.
Hopefully they'll have a decision,
Yeah.
We'll have a panel ready, I guess, just in case.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Your Honor. I
You know,
will
if
see
you can
you
reach
all.
out to them.
Roll. Here, if she's approved, will she have any time to get anything done?
She's approved now, I'm gonna send her for a TRAS tomorrow.
Yes,
She's supposed to be here.
We've also, okay.
Right, if she's approved, but I don't know, so I guess go talk to them, see what you can do. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, Ms. Dexon.
All right. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Take care. We'll go through the list.
Page 2, Paul Garris. I emailed the attorney a couple of times. We're pending restitution. Do we have that yet?
How could it be waived at 196 days? No.
Because,
It's supposed to be required, then we waive it unless they've got everything done, so they don't have to be here just for
it was
dismissal.
submitted, and then it came back that they needed restitution, and he asked to do, because the defendant was here last time. To wait it because we were just waiting on restitution.
Hold on, let me see. Do you have it?
I do.
You got restitution?
I do.
Okay,
Well, I don't have, they haven't paid it yet, but I do have what we need to move forward with the PTI. And I believe he was approved, Judge. He was approved and defense was notified of that.
Why is it the defendant is also the lawyer? Huh?
Nephew. They're related.
Oh. Well, if he was approved, he's supposed to be here so we could do the TRAS, you know? Yeah, I guess let's wait for the lawyer to get here.
Okay. The next one, Judge. Is page 9, Ibarra. I was told we're expecting the supervision order.
I signed one earlier, let me see. Was there a supervision order on that?
Not yet. No, not yet, Judge. We can move on to the next one. Shapori says we're waiting on Brenda to respond. So the next one, Judge, is page 13. Julius, set for arraignment, Galindo appeared to bond hosted.
5,002. Oh, hold on, Maria. You ready? Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I just wanted to let you know that, on the case, that we were here on Friday morning, Victor Rauda Lopez,
Oh, yeah, I signed a,
he hired an attorney, Judge.
I signed
Okay,
it.
so you'll sign the order. Thank you.
Thanks.
Can we pull Mr. Perez? That's a good morning. Mr. Perez, I think they need to take his fingerprints.
Yeah.
Buenos días, señor Pérez. ¿Me puede hacer un por favor? No,
Should I put all four case numbers?
Good morning, Mr. Perez. Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 90 days in jail with credit for the 58 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge now will reflect as a conviction on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Do you know what happens on your next DWI? Take a guess.
¿Puede entender más tiempo?
This can happen here for a long time.
Want to take a guess how much?
¿Qué tanto tiempo?
From now on, if you ever pick up a DWI, you will be looking at a felony offense, and you will be facing a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And you don't have to be stupid, falling down, pig-ass drunk to pick up another DWI. With your record, an officer's gonna pull you over. The mere smell will probably be enough for them to charge you with a felony offense. So if I were you, you have a sip of a beer, I wouldn't get into a car because it's a huge risk that you're taking. Not to mention, every single time you will get hit with an immigration detainment, just like now. So if there's family that depends on you, I would probably think about them. The agreement that you worked out is 90 days in jail with credit for the 58 days. You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes. Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated, second offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm gonna find you guilty. I'm gonna sentence you to the 90 days in jail, give you credit for the 58 days. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, Jim.
That's what I said.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. So, Butcher, we need to have a hearing because she's on bond for a case, picked up a new case, and then picked up a felony case.
That's what I was gonna say, I just wound up on 2 different occasions. I think that was the best, don't vote for John's today.
Okay, yeah, we'll just leave it as is.
Hey, Judge, real quick. I'll start as grandmother on Galindo. She's like, he gets home around 3:30. So I just wanna, so can we, do you want to talk to each other?
Of course.
And then you wanted to bring out Jesse Arzola.
Yeah.
It is DVD. Just so you know, I am filing a evaluation.
I still need one.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm giving you a heads up that like.
Can you still just give me a brief rendition?
Absolutely.
Okay, can you bring out Arzola, please? Yeah.
Was it submitted folders?
Y'all ready? You all right? Running? You're doing good. You're doing good.
All right, just listen up there, just gonna tell you.
You speak English, right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Arzola, I'm bringing you out because with us, you're on bond for a terroristic threat. The next day you pick up a criminal mischief, or maybe it's the same transaction, I don't know. All I know is that now you've picked up a felony violation, or I'm sorry, you picked up a violation protective order with us. And the bond is set at $100,000 on it. I have no idea what happened. We're gonna find out. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, you need to hear about criminal mischief and,
No, just the
just VPO.
VPO, please. If you could be loud.
Yes, Judge. On April 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and met with a complaining witness who stated that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness was informed that the defendant was causing a disturbance at his shop and wanted him criminally trespassed. Defendant refused to leave and refused to sign a trespass warning given by officer. Officer then found the defendant had an active protective order prohibiting from being at the location.
So this is the terroristic threat, I imagine, had the protective order.
I believe so, Your Honor.
And so the court knows, I think the one that ends with 9-2, that one was no PC'd. I think that one's being dismissed or was dismissed, but that leaves open the other three cases.
Oh, there was another terroristic threat.
There's two terrorist threats. One was no PC'd, and I believe that's being dismissed. And then there's the, just so the court knows.
I guess I didn't realize they're all basically within the same. So what happened on the terroristic threat and the mischief, I guess?
On the mischief, Judge, on April 28th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers met with a complaining witness who said that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness stated that the defendant struck several vehicles with metal pipe, breaking the taillight left panel and damaging the front hood of the vehicle. Complaining witness stated the defendant then started arguing
Is there
with
any
him
evidence?
and gestured a handgun and acted like he was discharging it. That's on the.
That's a terroristic threat.
You what?
That is
You read that again?
correct, Your Honor.
He acted like he had a handgun, did I get it?
And acted like he discharged it.
So a imaginary gun is a terroristic thing? Like pew pew?
Well, it says, did then they're unlawfully threatened to commit an offense, namely murder upon a member of the defendant's family, namely Jesse James Arzola Sr., hereinafter called the complaint with intent to place the complainant in fear of imminent serious bodily injury.
I have a little more, Judge, too.
Okay.
Sorry. The defendant, used his right-handed gesture, a handgun, acting like he discharged on him while stating that he was going to kill him and all of his family members.
Why? No, something.
I mean, I just got it, Your Honor, so I had, I need to look at everything. I haven't seen anything yet.
Ms. Arzola, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I can't give you a PR bond, man. You scare me. The last thing I want is I don't want you to go back And I don't want you to do something that you will eternally regret. It's mom and dad, man, you know? Look at me. What's going on with you?
I filed some paperwork, Your Honor. Just so you know.
What I'm gonna do now, Mr. Arzola, I'm gonna have you speak to some people, because we need to figure out how to go forward. I don't know. Just don't go back over there. Do you understand? I don't know if you're gonna get out, but if you do, I'm putting a monitor on your ankle and I don't want you to go back over there. I'll obviously give you a bond reduction on the 100,000. I think it's a little excessive, but, I'm gonna revoke his PR bonds. You know, he was on a PR bond. I'm assuming he was on a PR bond and went back. Is that right? Because the first offenses happened on the 28th. Now, the VPO.
And this, so the VPO has sent that, Your Honor.
And it has been assigned to DVD or.
Right, so two days later, it goes back, and so that's why.
So it's not gonna be theirs, but I don't know who the DVD prosecutor is.
Can you get all
They're gonna share everything they have with me, yes, sir. Can take a
the
little time.
police badge numbers and the police that were there,
Yep.
that arrived?
It'll be in the report once I
It'll be
get
in the
the
report.
report.
Everything.
And can we go to trial?
We sure can, but it's one step at a time, okay? We're not there yet, but we can go to trial if that's what you want.
Mr. Arzola, my only other thing I'm gonna ask you is that I don't know if you're taking anything, some kind of illegal substances,
Drug free?
but, you know, are you supposed to be taking anything?
No, I'm drug free.
No. Are you supposed to be taking
No.
anything? Have you talked to a doctor or they've prescribed you anything? Because we can have you also talk to a doctor too, to see if
I'm
there's
not
something to be taken. I don't know. I'm trying to just
concerned about anything like that.
help you out so that you don't pick up more case. That's it. So look, I'll let you talk to Greg. You guys figure out how we go forward. So I'll set the bond at 5,003 on the VPO.
Okay.
I want you to understand something, Mr. Arzola. I'm issuing a protective order now on the violation case. If you violate those conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at zero bond until these cases are over with. Do you understand? The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't have contact with your dad. Don't go over
Criminal
there.
charges?
Their
Exactly.
charges are terroristic threat of a family member, criminal mischief, and violation of a
Alright.
protective order.
And what I want to say is that the so-called claiming police trespassed on my property.
Okay.
So I'm trying to say that those charges are bogus, all those charges.
Noted.
Well, look, the evidence is going to point to whose side is correct. I don't know. We weren't there. But it'll take time to get the evidence. There'll be body cams. And when we get everything, we're going to show it to you so you can see what happened as well. Okay? Hold on.
So the one is 5,003, Your Honor. So what are the other two bonds?
So, hold on. Can you file, a protective order has not even been filed on the VPO. Can you file it so that we can do it?
Yes, Your Honor. We can, we'll have, Sebastian.
So what I'm doing is I'm now entering an order, Mr. Arzola, that identifies Mr. Arzola Senior as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense
Just
under
wanted to
section.
trial.
Yeah, we will, but
Because I feel that what you're saying is really irrelevant because the impersonating police officers that trespassed on my property gave me bogus charges. So the police, the so-called police that arrested me, I want to go to trial.
We're gonna go to trial, but we're not there yet,
let me
okay?
do this one last thing, though. I need you to listen real quick, Mr. Arzola. The protective order says that you cannot go within 200 feet of where your dad lives, where your dad works. You cannot be in possession of any of the weapons. You cannot communicate with this person in a
I'm
threatening.
mentioning that I'm not concerned.
Should be.
Well,
This just says you can't go there. We'll talk about everything else in trial.
Just want to explain.
if my family, my parents didn't write any police report or sign any paperwork, I'm not concerned what is being said.
I'll have Greg reach out to your folks to figure out what they say, okay? You cannot stalk your parents. You cannot be in possession of a firearm or use anyone else to communicate a threat or harassing behavior to your father. All right, we're gonna have him sign everything, Greg.
Okay.
We'll sign your motion. And then,
Well, I want to go to trial and I want to be appointed a new lawyer, a court-appointed lawyer.
just raise it up by $1.
Okay. So that makes it what?
1,001.
1,001 down against okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Arzola, we're gonna have you sign these documents. After that, we'll have you go.
I want a new court-appointed attorney.
You just met him. Okay. Okay. But we need him to sign stuff, okay? GPS prior to release, no drugs, no alcohol. Hey, what's he got in his fingers there? He grabbed something.
You gonna sign my evaluation? Okay, thank you.
I don't know if it's like,
If it's what?
no, I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean.
And then whatever you need, we'll give it to you, you know?
Okay.
Just wave the signature. It's okay. Wave it.
Okay, so I'll explain
But hey, look, take a copy of the MOA to him. If he refuses to sign, just put refuse to sign on it and then we'll sign it.
Okay.
Okay? But at least let him make the attempt to see if he'll sign it.
State needs to file that notice on the
Yeah.
violation. I don't have it. But I do see the more the case the voluntary secret, not the one that was no PC. The other one instead, it was signed 429. And it's for just
And then
James
they-
Arzola.
and then let's put this on.
Okay, so I'm waiting on
We can
the,
amend that one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on the new
We can
MOA
write on
sign.
Yeah.
To have it signed. Awesome.
Is he going to go back?
No.
Can I approach Judge? I'm here on Mr. Oates. He's the gentleman that found out he had a warrant and walked in. I am here asking if you would reinstate.
Come up.
His previous.
No, sorry. No. Sorry. He's been gone for
So
3 years.
if I may, Judge, when he was originally arrested at magistration, the magistrate asked him what his plan was if she let him out. He said his plan was to go back home to Oregon, and she said, good, do that and stay out of trouble.
Are we supposed to take what he says at face value now?
And I just, Judge, he also has had no contact with the police for 4 years because he's had this warrant since 2021.
Did we look? Did you do an?
There's no FBI number, Your Honor. Let me check his state ID.
You need it?
I have it. Okay.
Yeah, but because he had the warrant, if he had contact with the police in Oregon or Georgia or South Carolina, they
Where are you
would.
living now, Mr. Oates?
I live in South Carolina with my two best friends. One of my best friends is trying to get me a job with the construction.
Not now, while this case is open.
Well, I know, and that's how I found out about all of this, because I took my drug test and my background check, and they said that they couldn't hire me with an active case. And so as soon as I found that out, I called the court, and I couldn't get through, but I kept calling, and I finally got through. And then I told your assistant or one of your assistants that said as soon as I get enough money to travel down there, I will be there. I'll pay my bond, and I will take care of this case. And so as soon as
How old are you?
27, sir.
So what are you doing?
Right now, I work for Dick's Sporting Goods, as in the process of trying to get the job as a construction worker, as a pipe fitter.
Okay, I'll reinstate, and I'll put a monitor on his ankle.
Okay.
You take off again. I'll never do this again. I'm not giving you another PR bond.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Sure.
So I do live in South Carolina. Am I allowed to go back
I can give you all the information, so I have to stay in
This
Houston.
case is from 2021. It's now time to take care of it.
Okay.
So I have
You
to
know,
stay.
really? Do you have an offer in this case now?
Not yet, Your Honor. We have spoken to the complainant. Being that it's so old, being he's coming in on a warrant, we can reach out and get a quick trial, quick reset, so we can talk to the complainant again, see where she's at.
And
Go from there.
Judge, we would ask for a 10-day trial setting.
Your Honor, that's just, he's
I mean,
coming in
that's,
on.
I know.
it's his fault that he's gone. I'm not
Yes.
gonna blame the state because of it.
That's unreasonable.
No.
Right.
No.
I apologize for that.
Do you see how many problems it creates?
Yes, sir.
Really,
I do.
you're supposed to live and you sign paperwork reflecting everything. So you need to read every single thing that you sign because there are consequences when you do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yes, sir.
All right, he gets an ankle monitor today. I'm gonna reinstate his bond.
Okay.
So I'll give you as much time as you need,
Okay.
whatever you guys, but this case,
We can do a quick setting, Your Honor.
within 30 days, it's a plea or trial. I'm not giving you more than 30 days. So
We'll talk about
you
it.
talk to her.
Yes, sir.
She'll explain everything to you, but
Yes, sir.
this case lives and dies within the next 30 days, meaning you must either accept the plea bargain or I'm setting your case for trial in 30 days.
Yes, sir.
So we'll give him an ankle monitor today, waive all the fees, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no contact with the complaining witness, no going where she lives. And I don't know if he's had any kind of recent contact or not.
We will, again,
Right, okay,
we'll check.
all right,
Okay, go have a seat and we'll.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks,
Morning, Judge.
don't file conditions because he's being monitored, you don't need to. Okay, hi, counsel.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on Marco Balderas. Yes. And we had waived his appearance. We're waiting on the restitution. We had the restitution. Just gave it to me.
Oh, right, Valderas, this is the one we were talking about, right, okay.
So it's quite a bit of money. I have to figure out how we're gonna do this. It's a 40.
You can do it through the PTI, from what I
It's
understand.
$4,500.
Right, but he can do it throughout the life of the PTI,
How long is the PTI?
year.
A year. Okay.
So, you know, there's probably other fees too, though. So
All right.
there's other fees as well. So it's probably not going to be just that. So.
Right.
He refuses to sign.
I don't think.
Can I ask you this
So
one?
that's going to be around, that right there. Where is he?
I'm sorry?
He's not here, is he?
He waived his appearance.
Okay. He's done the TRAS?
I don't think we've done a T-Raz round.
Yes.
How did you get, oh, you just got the restitution. Right.
May I answer the call from 228, Judge?
Yeah.
Judge, just real quick, Rose refuses to sign.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as he's been advised of it.
I tried, he wants to. Wants to go.
Hey, Judge, on page 28, Harris, I saw Hunter is moved on, but I didn't.
Jury trial,
Huh?
jury trial,
For what date?
June 10th. Hey, did you order a panel? Great, good job.
On which one, Judge?
Who?
They said more than Tom.
Yeah, that's right.
Harris is.
That's what's.
Do you want to go, hey, we need to get dude here to do a T-Rash. So I'd rather, now, it's 196, so in the next couple days, sometime this month.
Yeah, I know. I can take my month.
Who?
Ruben was,
Restrepo? Who?
Yeah.
With who? With regard to who?
he, hasn't responded to anybody about trial fees tomorrow.
That's okay, just, he's got to be here tomorrow.
And Your Honor,
Client's got to be here too.
we followed continuous on that, and we let him know over a week ago, we let him know that.
Okay, have you had a continuance on it?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel, so we need to have your client here to do a TRAS.
Okay.
So pick a day this week, let him know he's got to be here, and we'll send him for a walkthrough TRAS.
Okay, just let me talk to him and I'll try to get him here this week, okay, Judge?
Whatever day.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let me run to the 220 and I'll come back.
Good.
How about Wednesday? Okay. He just has to come in, so we can send the board. Okay.
See you tomorrow.
We're available. Something we can talk about. I'm about to push it, right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, I gotta get a recent bid. It's been available. Yeah, that's awesome.
I read the same.
Yeah, I'll talk.
Judge, defense counsel on, defense counsel on Sherrod, that case that just, that you found a PC on. Are they coming back to talk about that executive order?
I think that's her personal note. So, maybe so.
I don't know if they're.
Did you get
I
something?
did. They said that the complainant stated that they do not want them back at the residence.
About contacts.
And they want to know contact.
That sounds great.
And that was the stepfather that I talked to, who's the complaining witness.
Right.
The mother may have a different opinion, but he was very adamant.
Okay. It is what it is. So we'll leave the MOAP in place, you know? I guess we need to. Hey, Greg, if you see, what was her name? That was here on Sherrod.
Morgan?
Oh, yeah, if you see Morgan out there, will you tell her to come in, please?
Oh, they're in the hallway.
They're in the holdover? Okay. Yeah, they, just whenever they're done. Yeah, great, thanks.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good job.
Good job, Greg. Hey, looks like they don't want,
No, okay, that's fine. He has somewhere else to go.
yeah, so the protective order only applies to the stepfather. It doesn't apply to mom,
But the
so
house is okay, and his mom stays at the house, but,
they don't want him back.
I understand. I guess if, anything changes.
Let me know. I'm always happy to redo it.
Okay,
You know, as long as he's okay with it, then I'm okay with it too.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Jeff.
thanks. All right, let's go through the list, man. Come on. Bring it.
I got 2 emails from Edwin. They're saying that he's in the Montgomery County trial.
Okay, well, they filed a, with a continuance. anyway, so
But he
we'll-
finally did.
Okay,
Okay, so. Let's see. Page 9, did you get a superintendent order on Ivana?
guys, did you file on Guevara? Did you file a supervision order?
I don't believe so, Judge.
That's Miss Guevara over there, right? Did she get the NOR?
Yes, she has.
She has a portable device.
You ready for the supervision order?
Yes, he just has to sign it.
Just file it? Okay, so it's gonna happen.
Okay. Next, Judge, is page 14. Just currently a felony open warrant. for
Which one? On
2000.
Piscina?
She did call in today.
No. If someone has a felony warrant,
Well, that's what he was. That he hadn't done. She said she Yeah.
so, hold on a second. So the mischief was no PC, trespass stays. So 2501 on the trespass.
But I don't know if the state filed a dismissal, so they didn't.
Just,
Because I know he was looking into it on Friday.
hey, Blaze.
Yes, I'm fine right now.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So the next one thing is on Piscina
The no PC.
with a P.
That I talked about. I've seen 2 cases, criminal mischief.
Yes, is this one at magistrate level?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna issue a warrant on the trespass now because she's not here. She also has a felony warrant that's open on an arson
Is this for?
on Piscina. It's,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know what you want to do on the, no,
We'll be then, if that's the case, we'll be, I mean, I need to look at it, I know I was supposed to.
so set it for the last, whatever you do.
Yeah, but I can look at it today, and Victoria, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Sorry, Victoria.
What's the new body?
2501.
That was cool.
All right, next is. Sherrod, are we expecting a nominee on that one?
Wait, Sherrod, are you just,
I'm reaching out to felony, I'm working on things.
So Monday.
That's not one that needs to roll to the last, though, I kind of figure it out for you.
Okay.
Roll, that's like Friday,
Okay.
does that work? I know you're giving me a kind of a look.
okay. Who's next?
I do believe that's it, Judge.
That's it? Yeah, okay. So I need to do bail orders on,
Arzola.
is that it, right? Did we take anyone else into custody today?
No, but,
Yeah.
What is it, what you're bringing? Yes.
Hey, what did I say? Did I say 10,003?
For Arzola?
Yeah, did I say,
10,003.
I said 5,003? Oh. Hey, you filed a supervision order on Guevara?
I just did.
Man, we'll just have you sign a reset and then you're done. Good job, Roxanne. Good job. You're doing good.
Really hot today.
I know, it's ridiculous. I called and let them know. It's just sucks. It's like being at the beach.
It is. We might as well be at the beach. You're saying.
Yeah, all we need is an umbrella and a margarita.
I reinstated. Okay, and an Uber, that's first.
I just want to make sure there wasn't like a no.
All right, guys, we're done.